Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Lord's Delight. Today is going to be a different kind of episode in that I'm going to be interviewing someone. I've been thinking about interjecting the podcast with interviews now and then. So this is the first one. I want to talk to people who are everyday people like you and me, who are walking with God and have their own ups and downs. I want these experiences that you hear to encourage you in your walk with God. So this is going to be a little longer, so hang in there. Hi, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Hi guys, I want to introduce you to somebody whom I have known for at least, I think, 8 years now.
Yes.
And whom I have seen also with a desire to walk with God. So I've seen her walk with God personally. So I've been wanting to interview her regarding her spiritual life and walk with God. Hopefully this encourages some of you out there. So here goes my first question. So when was the first time you heard about Christ?
Okay, I didn't hear personally the gospel, but I heard about Christ when I was young. I didn't hear the gospel when I was young, but I heard about Christ when I was 7 years old. Maybe even before that, but I remember when I was in class 2 and people were sharing their promise cards in the class. So that is when I heard about Christ.
So I also know that you are not from a Christian background, you are from a different faith. So when did that encounter happen? Like, how did you choose Christ?
Okay, very interesting question, but it's a very common question also, which I keep getting from people outside. So I came to know that Jesus is the only God and the living God when I was in class 12. So I must be around 16 years old then. And that is when I attended one Christmas service, I came to know that, Christ is the living God.
What made you choose Christ, though?
What made me choose is, I think here I had a personal relationship with God. Whereas in my earlier faith, I didn't have that rapport with God. I only had this idea of going to idol and talking and not hearing any response or not feeling that I'm having a good relationship or so. But with Christ, it's not like that. I have a very good relationship that I talk and I also get response from him and I get comfort from him. So it's a different level of relationship when compared to the earlier faith I had.
So did accepting Christ affect other areas of your life?
Personally, no. But when it comes to my family, I had lots to go through because being a girl from India, I think most of them face these issues that we are not from this faith and we are not supposed to follow a few things and we are supposed to follow a few things. So there were miscommunications and also lots of conflicts when it is seen in our families and extended families. Otherwise, in my personal area, I didn't have anything getting affected.
How was that perceived, like, let's say, compared to right now? I'm just asking this because you said like there was a lot of struggles and miscommunications with your family. So that was how many years ago?
Yeah, that was many years ago when we just came to know God and when we were planning to take baptism and get completely into this relationship of knowing Christ more and walking with Him. So that is when we got lots of issues from our extended families and my own grandmother who lives with us. So they were not okay with us to remove the idols from our home and not worshipping them or not caring them. So they were a little offended and also we had conflicts within our families. But post that, now it's all okay, but they don't treat us the same way they used to treat earlier.
Okay, just to clarify, when you say we, you're talking about your whole family, not just you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify because people who hear when you say we, they might not.
Yeah.
So that's right. And the next question I have is, looking back, what were your major struggles in your walk with God?
The main struggles while walking with God is
that is some struggle that you have overcome by now.
I had lots of temptations which I could overcome them, and breakup thing is only the major thing I had, and even the sexual desires.
So turning back, you can actually see a difference.
Yeah.
Can you?
Only through Christ.
So you can actually see the difference in the past 8-9 years?
Yes.
The next question is, I know that going through those struggles would have been hard. So what did God use to get you through that struggles?
So consistency in praying and also the worship times which I and my fellowship teammates had. So we used to sit consistently with single prayer point and keep praying and always fight it out. So that's what kept me going, and it's truly God's grace that helped me to come over all these things.
What is some of the things that you really love about God?
I love his faithfulness, and I also like the way he comforts me no matter how many times I backslide. He always pulls me close to his arms.
Can you give an example for faithfulness or his
So
perseverance?
for faithfulness, I see him always being with me no matter what. Like sometimes we tend to forget to thank God for minor things, but still he's so faithful that keeps on giving whatever we desire for.
Looking back at the years of journey, what is it you wish you had done earlier in walking with God?
Walking with God, I think I should be following his instructions right from the beginning, but which I neglected in the beginning and I regret now. But now I thank God, at least now I came to know that I have to follow his instructions and obey immediately and not delay whatever he's asking me to do.
What are some of the struggles you have right now?
The struggles right now I have are like major spiritual warfare which I have during praying. That specifically during praying I get lots of thoughts bombarding, and also the negative thoughts and evil thoughts coming in, but otherwise it's okay. And this spiritual warfare which I'm going through is also keeping away me from the regular quiet time and regular prayer times. So that's the major issue I'm having right now.
Can you look back and think of any particular incident where you have seen God's guidance, like up close and personal?
Yeah, I think it's during my placement. I've seen his guidance very clearly, and I'm always a person who's always with lots of anxiousness in my heart and heaviness in my heart when things are not going well. But during this placement time, I thank God for placing people who were actually helping me to grow more and also surrender to God and rely on Him for what I'm supposed to get. And throughout this journey of placement of 4 months, I have seen how faithful God was and how He was guiding me through each step, and knowing that His time and His will is perfect.
Based on your experience in your walk with Christ, what is the one thing that you want people to know?
One thing I want people to know is that obey God no matter what, no matter how hard it is, and no matter if you feel that whatever God is asking you to do, it might seem sometimes not going according to the plan of yours or not going according to the world view, but obey. First thing is obey and surrender completely to Him, whatever you are planning to do. So these both are major things I would like people to know.
Okay, and what is some of the support system that keeps you in Christ that you think people should have?
So one thing is your regular quiet time is very important, which few people lack sometimes, but we have to be consistent in that, breaking the barriers of whatever comes on the way. First thing is regular quiet time and the fellowship times, because no matter how strong you're growing, we also need some elders to pick us up, and also our age people to walk along and grow more in Christ, so that they will also help us to know the word and interpret it in the right way and walk according to it.
And here goes the final question. What is the one verse that you've been either holding on to or you love in this season?
I like this verse from Ephesians, that is making use of every opportunity. So it has been my favorite since a year or so, because most of us are placed in different areas and different situations with different people around. So I think we have to make use of every opportunity we get. And this has been the verse which I always stick to whenever I go to a meeting or any place. I see that I'm there for a purpose, and I have an opportunity which I have to make use of it.
So thank you for sharing your experiences and walk with God. Hopefully this touches someone out there and encourages them in their walk with God as well. Okay guys, hope the input from her helps you in some way to get closer to God, to understand that struggle with the flesh is part and parcel of a Christian life, but we should not become used to it, but rather with the help of Christ keep overcoming it and not be discouraged. I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.